Hi, my name is Julie Caruso. I'm a science teacher at Star Spencer Mid-High, and I'm going to be going over the biology packet for week 4, running April 27th through May 1st. This week's topic is based on the discussion question, how can we calculate trait probabilities? Last week you were given information regarding genetic mutations like sickle cell anemia. This week, we're asking you to investigate why mutations like sickle cell anemia continue to be present in human DNA, even though they are harmful. For our first section, Observe and Wonder, we'd like you to start off by creating a hypothesis answering the question, why does sickle cell anemia persist in human DNA? Then read the information provided. Remember, our focus this week is on Mendelian inheritance, recessive versus dominant traits. In the investigation section, you're going to create a hypothesis around the question, can the typical probability of a cross of two heterozygous parents be proven? Remember that heterozygous means that the genetic makeup carries both options for recessive and dominant. In other words, if you have two options, recessive or dominant, is there a simple and provable explanation for which traits the offspring of these parents will wind up with? In the chart provided, you're going to be considering what color flower will the offspring of plants have. You're going to flip two coins, and let's say that both coins turn up heads. That means that you have a plant that is homozygous dominant, meaning big P, and you would write that down for the genotype of trial 1. And for the phenotype on that trial, you would record purple for the flower color. So any homozygous dominant flower is going to be purple. You're going to repeat this 20 times because you cannot determine probabilities without an adequate amount of data. Then we're going to ask you to add up the number of times that you got homozygous dominant, homozygous recessive, and heterozygous. You're going to determine percent by taking the total number, dividing it by 20, the total times that we ran these trials, and either multiplying it by 100 or simply moving the decimal right 2 places. We also want you to use a Punnett square and find the possible genotype for the offspring of two heterozygous parents. What percent chance of the genotypes does the offspring have based on the 4 results generated in the Punnett square? Does this match the percent possibilities you generated from the 20 trials or the 20 coin flips? Write your conclusion in CER form, and remember you're answering the question, can the typical probability of a cross of two heterozygous parents be proven? The next time you come back to your packet, we're going to ask you to look at the Learn About It section here. You're going to read the article on Mendelian inheritance and write 3 things you learned from the article, 2 things you find interesting, and 1 thing that you still have questions about. Then watch the video. The next day, you're going to look at our Create section. Imagine a creature, your choice, and write some of the characteristics that that creature has, and then do the same for a mate for that. So you have 2 different types of creatures. Decide on traits for those creatures that are recessive, dominant, or that can be codominant or mixed. Examples of characteristics could be fur or hair color, skin color, eye color, how many arms, eyes, its height. Use your imagination. Then imagine using Mendelian inheritance or a Punnett square what their offspring would look like. For Demonstrate Your Learning, you have 6 options. Read over them carefully and pick at least one of them and make sure you do it thoroughly. And then, of course, you have your option of an extension activity. And remember to challenge yourself whenever you can. So these extension activities are really great. Read the Newsella article about the inheritance of parental DNA and design an experiment regarding tulips. Have fun with them. Remember, reach out to your biology teacher if you have any questions or you get stuck on something, and stay safe. Thank you.